Hello, my name is Kelly Bluen. I am a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to day 4 of a Fragment of Your Imagination challenge. I am doing my challenge on these little printouts. It is available down below in the description of this video. You can simply download it, print it on some lightweight cardstock, and you've got this beautiful little set of tiles that I created. So these tiles are the same size as the Zentangle bijou tiles, which are of course a much higher quality and so beautiful. But for this challenge, I thought it was okay just to use cardstock because I'm going to cut these out and put a hole in the corner and make this little resource reference book that I can carry with me in my pencil case. This is mine from last year. So go ahead and grab that if you'd like, and then don't forget to visit 7 Forests, 5 Rivers for their beautiful fragment packet. Okay, I'm gonna grab my paper here. Today is January 4th, and it says, let's grow a few seeds of well. And then they say wellness from Project Pack 24 today. So well is a tangle, and if you click on this, it'll show you what the tangle looks like. And then here they put it in a seed fragment. So that's what we are going to do with it. All right, I got my micron pen, my graphite pencil, and a blending tool. And I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. Okay. So well begins with a circle in the middle of the area you are working in. So I'm going to put a little circle there. And I think I'll go ahead and add the circle to each seed. Okay. All right, so to begin this tangle, we're going to put in a curved line. It's going to start in this top point. It's going to curve out and then curve in and around this circle. So I'm going to curve out and then in and around. Then I'm going to do the opposite way from the bottom. I'm going to curve out and then I'm going to go in and around this side. Or you can start from up here and curve out this way, but I'm going to go up. Start here, I'm going to go out and then in and around. So this bump kind of goes to the left and this bump goes to the right. Okay, are you ready? So I'm using my Micron PN pen, which is a little bit thicker than, say, like an 01 or an 03. So when I'm working with details, I want to make sure I'm pushing really light on my pen, or else I'm going to have really thick lines and this is going to fill up quickly. So I'm going to go and I'm going to aura this line. So I'm going to go right next to it. And I'm going to follow it down and around and tuck in. Follow it down, around, and tuck in. Down, around, and tuck in. And now I'm pretty much out of room, so I could imagine maybe one more there, and then maybe 1 or 2 down there. Okay. Now for this next one, I could start down here, but I think it's going to be easier to go up there and come down. So I'm going to aura, which means I'm going to leave a little bit of space. And I'm going to come down and follow. And there we have well. It's so cute when it's done in a fragment. All right, I'm going to do this one here. If it's easier for you, you can turn your paper and just make it the same way as this. But I'm gonna do mine on the side, and I'm just gonna make my bump go up, and then I'm gonna curve under. So I start at that point, I go up and curve down. And then this one I want the opposite way, so I'm gonna scoop down and then up and over the circle. And then I just start auraing. And then I aura this one. I'm going to start where the circle is and follow that line. When you run out of room, just fill in the extra areas. I'm going to do this one next. And I'm going to do that same thing where I bump out and then down, out and then down, kind of like an S shape. And then I bump the opposite way and down. Start doing those auras. I love the repeated motion of these. I have one more over here. So this is kind of the top of my seed. So I'm going to go up and then come down. In this one, I'm going to go down and then over that circle. It's so pretty and so dynamic. I just love it. So this would be a fun one to play with, maybe the thickness of your lines, or maybe instead of doing an exact aura, you start as an aura out here, but when you get to the circle, you tuck in tight to the circle on each one. So just play with it, have fun, try different things. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more just on this outer area here because we've got so much space. So I'm going to do some of these little S shapes, and let me think for a moment. All right, I think I'm just going to do maybe not an S shape, maybe I'll just do like some little spirals or maybe some fescue. So fescue comes out and just has this little like raindrop at the top, and we color it in. So what if I do the opposite way and kind of crisscross them? That's really pretty. Let's do that. It's looking like a butterfly. can vary how long and short they are. You could also ink in those little circles if you don't want them to be white. That would be so pretty also. I'm going to put a couple of dark little dots here just to embellish. And what a fun little fragment. So cute. Should I ink in those circles or shouldn't I? Maybe I'll do the two side ones and we'll see what we think. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, we're going to ink those in. It matches some of the darker areas of that tile. Okay, that is well. Let's do a little bit of shading and we will be done. Okay, to shade this one, I'm going to go on that inside edge all the way around. I'm going to do each one, that inside edge all the way around. You do not need a lot, especially in these small fragments. You can go pretty light on your pencil. Okay, I'm going to take my blending tool and I'm going to soften those while also pulling it towards the center. And we always want the edges to be the darkest and then that middle area to be nice and light. Beautiful. And then I'm going to do one more bit of shading, but I'll give you a moment to catch up. Okay. I'm going to take these little like S shapes that I started with, and I'm going to go along the outside of that bump and the outside of this one. And then when I soften that and push it away from the line, it makes it look, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. It makes it look like these lines are tucking under this set, and these are tucking under. Just that tiny bit of shadow gives it that three-dimensional look. So the outside of the bump where those lines come in. Outside here, outside here. Beautiful. And then I like to take my blending tool. It has a little bit of graphite on it. And I like to just go along the side of my fescue just to give them tiny little shadows. Isn't that cute? All right, that was well, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5. Bye-bye.